It's really crazy. I mean, it's so humbling to think that, you know, going away for 5 years and coming back, that the shows are selling as well as they do, and so many people are excited. And, you know, we didn't know what was going to happen when we reformed. We just wanted to play music some more, and to have all these shows sell out and the response be what it is just crazy to us.
I think the thought that goes through my mind a lot. I remember having this with this band before too, but I mean, it goes. We're only going to play a couple places, I think, with other bands, like festival type stuff. I think that I wouldn't want to be any of those other bands at this point, because I think we're willing to do or say anything on stage. You don't have to look at me like that. But it's one of those things where I'm almost nervous of what I or Mark we're going to say or do on this tour as we progress, you know, like it just because what we've always done is we've pushed each other even further and further to see what kind of obscenities or what, you know,
raising the bar
or raising the bar,
yeah.
So it's going to be fun. I don't even know, you know, honestly, did you guys see, like, what was the audience, you know, because I know that we've had discussions about, like, what's the age group?
What's crazy is, like, I've been walking around the hotel. I was staying in this hotel, and I've seen everyone from, like, people who it looks like there might be their first concert ever coming up and saying hi to, like, dudes that look like they're in their late 40s, early 50s that went to the show last night. It's really crazy to think that it's kind of a multi-generational concert. It's really exciting to think that, you know, people that grew up with Blink are going to the shows, people who've never seen Blink are going to the shows, and people who are just starting to go to concerts. This might be one of their first shows. It's awesome.
You know, Jimmy, a friend of ours, he was saying that at one point it came out that said, you know what, I got really bad taste, but I do have bad judgment. You know, something like that. And I think that was after. You know what's funny though? I'll tell you this. And even before, I think, you know, as we're trying to get to know each other again, as soon as the music starts, you know, it like, it's almost like outer body experience. You kind of just snap right into a very specific thing. And I know for Mark and I way back in the day, it's like we had these microphones, and as long as people are watching, it really is just like, God, what would you do? You know, that's the truest part of yourself is what comes into that microphone. You have a moment, you know, everyone's watching you. What are you gonna say? And so we only say what we really have deep in our heart, and it's jokes.
Previously, there'd been sort of gigs where the kid had done stuff, but like, what were you hoping to accomplish with this one? Like, did you want this to be sort of the biggest, craziest like drum thing you'd ever?
I mean, every time. I mean, the first one it was like I was on fire and it was rotating, it was spinning. The second one I went upside down, and then I mean, the upside down's it was the gnarliest thing you could do. So then this one was like, how can you make me even more uncomfortable and sideways or fly me in the air? And I just kind of let them do their thing. And I go up there and play my drums.
So did you want to do that from the minute you said you guys would do the tour? Was that something you had in mind to do, sort of a drum solo thing?
It happened, like a month ago. Someone brought it up, like,
yeah.
What are you doing for the drum solo, Trav? And I was like, uh-oh. You know, and then I was like, you know, up for the challenge.
It's like Travis set a precedent for himself that he has to up the ante every single time. It's kind of like he did it to himself, you know?
I'll be honest, though. It wasn't the drum solo wasn't even the first idea. Remember the vocal solos we were going to do? On that same rhythm.
Yeah.
Good, you know?
Yeah, we were going to spin around, go upside down, and do just scales vocally.
That's pretty rad, yeah. They're bringing booze in for you guys, man.
Apparently so.
That would have been I would have seen that.
So just dropped in.
This stuff that...
So one thing last night...
Sorry. I think people kind of approach us the same way. It's strange to think that, you know, because it's really strange because somehow breaking up for 5 years and going through all this heartache and animosity and everything else somehow was the best thing that ever happened to our band. And I don't know how that is, but somehow, like, now 5 years later,
It happened in England too. We canceled 3 times in a row in England, and each time we would sell another night at this arena down in London. And we were laughing because every time we canceled a European tour, the band got bigger, and then we break up, the band got bigger. You know, so
it's a good business model. You guys just breaking up or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really gratifying and strange and humbling to think that, like, right now it's really cool to like Blink-182, and we've always existed outside of that reality, you know, and love that. And now to come back and have our tour sell like this is just really, I think it's strange to all of us. I'll speak for all of us and say it's strange.